Ethan Carter slumped at his desk in his Seattle apartment, exhausted after a 12-hour shift at the tech firm where he worked as a software engineer. His phone buzzed, lighting up with a text from his younger brother, Max. "Hey man, don't worry about coming to the wedding. It's a formal event, and we're keeping the guest list tight. No hard feelings, okay?" Ethan's chest tightened. No hard feelings? He'd paid for everything: the venue, catering, band, decorations, even the bride's dress. It wasn't his idea. His parents had guilt-tripped him. "You're the successful older brother. It's your job to help family." Ethan, 32, had drained his savings, over $50,000, to make Max's wedding perfect. Now, they were telling him he wasn't invited. His fingers shook as he reread the text. Maybe it was a joke. He called Max. No answer. He tried again, straight to voicemail. His heart pounded. This couldn't be real. He dialed his mom. She answered, her voice sweet. "Oh, sweetheart, I was just thinking about you." "Mom, what's going on with Max's wedding?" Ethan asked, keeping his voice steady. A pause. "Honey, don't be upset. Max and Lily want an elegant vibe, so they're keeping the guest list curated." Curated? Ethan's voice rose. "I paid for the whole thing, and I'm not good enough to come?" "Don't be dramatic," she said. "Lily's family is particular about guests. You work so much, you don't really fit their crowd." Ethan clenched his fist, his nails digging into his palm. "So, I'm an embarrassment?" She sighed. "You know how it is. It's not about you." He hung up, gripping his phone so hard he thought it might crack. All his life, Ethan had been the responsible one, sacrificing for his family. He'd given everything: time, money, energy, and this was his reward. He stared at the ceiling, his mind racing. No. This was the last time they'd use him. Ethan should have seen it coming. Growing up, his parents always said, family comes first, but it meant Ethan sacrificing so Max, the charming golden child, could shine. As kids, Ethan shared his toys, his snacks, even his birthday gifts because Max is your little brother. In high school, Ethan did Max's homework when he slacked off. In college, Ethan loaned Max money for rent, which turned into paying it for a year. When Max dropped out and needed a place to stay, Ethan let him crash for 2 years. Every time Ethan hesitated, his parents said, "He's your brother. It's your duty." Ethan believed them, until now. Ethan didn't sleep that night. He lay in bed, replaying Max's text, his mom's words, every time his family had taken him for granted. He'd given up vacations, worked overtime, skipped friendships to support them. For what? So they could cut him out when he wasn't useful? By morning, his hurt turned to anger. He made coffee and sat at his desk, opening his laptop. He pulled up the wedding receipts, every payment, every contract. Venue, $15,000. Catering, $12,000. Dress, $5,000. Total, $52,300. All from his savings. He'd kept records, not expecting to need them, but because he was organized. Now, those receipts were his proof. Ethan thought of his Aunt Clara, his mom's sister, the only family member who'd ever seen him for who he was. She'd once said, "You're too good to them, Ethan. One day, you'll have to choose yourself." He texted her, "Hey, Aunt Clara, did you know I'm not invited to Max's wedding?" Her reply was instant, "Call me now." "Ethan," Clara said, her voice heavy, "I heard your parents talking last week. They knew Max wasn't inviting you. They said it's because you don't fit Lily's fancy family, but it's more than that. They're embarrassed you're just an engineer, not some big shot like Lily's dad. They've been using you for years, and now they're tossing you aside." Ethan's stomach twisted. "They planned this?" "Yes," Clara said. "And they're already talking about asking you for more money after the wedding. They think you'll just keep giving." Ethan's anger hardened. Not anymore. He hung up, his mind clear. He wasn't just mad, he was done. He called his mom again. She answered, cheerful. Sweetheart, you excited for the big day? Why wasn't I invited? Ethan asked, calm but firm. She sighed. Honey, we talked about this. It's not personal. You're not part of their circle. So, I'm good enough to pay but not to show up, he said. Don't be dramatic, she snapped. Put Dad on. His dad's voice was gruff. Don't make a scene, Ethan. It's their wedding. Did you know they weren't inviting me? Ethan asked. Look, Max and Lily decided. It's their day. Don't be selfish. Selfish? Ethan laughed. You've used me my whole life. I'm done. Don't call me, don't ask for money, nothing. His dad laughed. You can't cut off family. Watch me. Ethan hung up, his hands shaking. They'd tried to guilt him, but this time, he was free. The next morning, Ethan's phone was flooded, 22 missed calls from his mom, 10 from his dad, 3 from Max, and 40 texts. You're being irrational. This isn't how family acts. You're embarrassing us. He turned it off. Then came banging on his door, loud, angry. He checked the peephole, his mom, fists clenched, face red. Ethan opened the door a crack. She shoved past him. What's wrong with you? She yelled. You humiliated Max and this family. I humiliated you? Ethan said, calm. You cut me out of the wedding I paid for, and I'm the problem? You're dramatic, she snapped. Max didn't want you there because you make things about yourself. Ethan's jaw tightened. I gave everything for this family. For what? Max is your brother, she said. You should support him. When have you supported me? Ethan shot back. You raised me to be your bank, not your son. Her eyes narrowed. If you cut us off, you'll regret it. You'll see consequences. What consequences? Ethan stepped closer. You'll see. She stormed out. Ethan locked the door, collapsing against it. It was over, or so he thought. That night, Max called. Ethan picked up. What's wrong with you? Max shouted. You cut off Mom and Dad? Ethan leaned against the counter. You cut me out of your wedding. You're selfish, Max spat. You think you're a martyr? No one cares. Then why are you calling? Ethan asked. Silence. You need money, don't you? More silence. Then, you're a disappointment. You're a leech, Ethan said. You'll see consequences. Max's voice turned dark. No, you will. He hung up. Ethan's gut churned. Something was wrong. A week later, it hit, a denied credit card transaction, then an email from his bank about a changed address. Then, his account was drained, $30,000 gone. The bank called, the funds went to a joint account in your family's name. Ethan felt sick. Years ago, he'd linked his account to his parents for emergencies. He never removed them, trusting they wouldn't betray him. He drove to their house. His mom opened the door, startled. Ethan pushed past. Where's Max? Max stepped into the hall, smirking. Look who showed up. Give it back, Ethan said, grabbing Max's collar, shoving him against the wall. Max didn't flinch. No. Ethan shoved harder. I swear, Max. Go ahead, hit me, Max sneered. Prove you're the bad guy. Ethan froze. Max wanted him to lose control. He let go. You let him do this? He asked his parents. His dad shrugged. You should have stayed loyal. Ethan stepped back, seeing them clearly. They didn't care. He walked out, his heart broken but resolute. Ethan's family didn't stop. strange charges hit his accounts. His email was hacked, passwords changed. Max posted online, painting Ethan as the villain. Money tore my family apart. His parents called, begging, then threatening. Ethan blocked them, but the damage was spreading. Allies emerged. Aunt Clara sent proof, texts from his mom admitting they planned to teach Ethan a lesson. His co-worker, Sarah, shared her own story of cutting off toxic family, offering advice. His friend, Mike, a lawyer, reviewed Ethan's case. "You can sue," Mike said. "They accessed your account without permission. It's fraud." Ethan filed a fraud claim with the bank, but it was denied. The joint account made it authorized. Mike pushed forward with a lawsuit against Max and his parents for theft and emotional distress. "It's a strong case," Mike said. "You've got receipts, witnesses, and their own words." The lawsuit drew attention. A local news site ran a story, "Man sues family after funding brother's wedding, being excluded." Support poured in from strangers, "You're not alone." But so did hate, "You're heartless." Ethan's parents spread lies, telling relatives he'd abandoned them. His cousin, Jen, called, "I know the truth, Ethan. I've got your back." Max escalated, trying to get Ethan fired by calling his boss with fake complaints. Ethan's manager, Lauren, shut it down. "We know you, Ethan. He's got nothing." Lauren flagged Max's calls as harassment, strengthening Ethan's case. Ethan's resolve grew. He changed his passwords, froze his accounts, and documented everything. Mike uncovered more. Max had been siphoning small amounts from Ethan's account for months, unnoticed. "This wasn't a one-time thing," Mike said. "They planned it." The lawsuit took 6 months. Max played the victim online, but evidence piled up, bank records, texts, Clara's testimony. The judge ruled in Ethan's favor. Max had to repay $30,000. When he couldn't, his wedding fund was seized, his car repossessed. His parents begged Ethan to drop it, claiming they were sorry. He blocked them. Ethan rebuilt his savings, working overtime. His company promoted him, impressed by his resilience. He spoke at a community event, "You don't owe anyone your life." The crowd cheered, and Ethan felt free, not from anger, but from their hold. Max's perfect life crumbled. His marriage strained under financial stress. His parents lost relatives' respect, exposed as manipulators. Ethan didn't gloat. This wasn't revenge, it was justice. A year later, Ethan was free. No calls demanding money, no guilt trips. He was close with Aunt Clara and Jen, his real family. His parents sent one last message, "Son, let's talk. We miss you." Ethan deleted it. Max blocked him completely. Sitting in his apartment, Ethan looked at an old photo of him and Max as kids. He didn't feel sad, just relieved. Family isn't blood, it's who lifts you up. Ethan had chosen himself, and his life was his own. His story wasn't over, it